Hello to Flamagra. How are you today?
Amazing. Hello, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Thank you for letting me chat to you today. Can you tell me how long have you been playing the saxophone and the flute for?
Yes. Well, I'm most of the my life I'm a singer, and I was singing since I was 6 years old, and I'm playing the saxophone since I'm 18 years old. And I've been growing up in the house like that my father showed me everything I know about music. He was used to show me like a lot of music and ask me which instrument I hear there and how to listen to the music.
So can you tell me more about your debut single called Floating Moon?
It was very amazing to make and release. It was a journey. When I was just 19 years old, I went to the Canary Island with my boyfriend at the time, and we were both musicians and we wanted to try our luck together and to make something in, some busking and try to play in the Canary Island, which is an island that based between Spain and Africa. And we just went there and we busked all the time, and it was amazing experience. And that's like how we got to the south of the Canary Island. We just realized all the tourists that running away from cold countries like Ireland or Germany, Netherlands are going there to have fun because it's a very tropical place. We just got there and we tried to find somewhere to sleep in a hostel or somewhere, but everything was booked. So we just asked someone where could we be, and they told us, okay, you can go 5 minutes from here. There is a beach called La Caleta. It's a hippie beach, and it's only 5 minutes from here. You can set up a tent there. And we said, okay, let's try that. And we walked like 5 minutes, and we got to the up to the mountains. And then we got there, and it was so beautiful place, volcanic sand and amazing beach, and a lot of people that living inside the mountain in caves, and a lot of musicians from all over the world and artists are there. And that's how we met people from Ireland. It's a That's like we were sitting next to two people, a couple that were from Ireland, and they were much older than us, but amazing people. We just connected to them. The guy was like 70 years old. Now he's one of my best friends. And the woman, she's 50 years old. And we just connected to them. They were so strong people, like growing up their own food, dancing, walking like 20 years old. It was amazing. And we were basking together. The guy, he was playing a baron, which is like an Irish drum, a percussion. And the woman, she was playing the flute, and she made me really like playing the flute myself. And we just loved them. And when we were leaving the Canary Island, they wanted us to stay. They said, "Don't go, don't leave us." And we said, "Okay, we just say goodbye for now, but we are not leaving. For sure, we are going to come to Ireland, and you are going to come to Israel or to Barcelona." We didn't know where we were going to live, and then we were living and to live in Barcelona for 3 years. And that's how it was. We came to visit them, and they came to visit us in Barcelona. And we just I went to Ireland, and for the first time I really fell in love in this place. Everybody were really amazing and friendly. And in Sean's house, he's an amazing character, very colorful person, and his house is amazing, amazing storyteller. You can sit and listen for hours. And every day you see maybe 20 different people are coming to visit him. And that's how I met a lot of musicians in his house from Ireland. We were jamming together. And I just realized that we can make something really special just to connect to the music that I was growing up on, rock music, especially rock music and blues in my house, and like the Irish music, which is so connected to the culture, which is really rich and amazing and hypnotizing music, and the culture really connect to the roots, and they are really connected to the storytelling, and it's amazing. So I just realized, okay, let's connect between those. And I said to them, let's meet up in the gap that I have. I just studied music at the time, and I said I have a gap between the second and the third year, and I'm going to come for 2 months, and we are going to compose, each one of us going to compose something, and we make music together. And that's how I did. Like, I was composing some music, and I came to visit next year. And what happened was actually that I was the only one who composed the music, but everybody were really into playing together, and it was an amazing time. We just met every day, we rehearsed every day, every other day. We worked really hard, and in the end of it, we just started to realize we need to record it somewhere. So I met this fiddle player in Sean's house. He was like, fiddle is like violin, but smaller than a violin. It's a Irish violin, and he is playing amazing. So I said to him that I want him to be in the album, and he had a recording studio in his house. So we just said, okay, let's go to record in your place. We just rented a place next to his house. He was based next to the cliffs of Moher, which is an amazing place, very known in Ireland, like big cliffs and the beach, and it's very beautiful environment and energy to be and record around there. And we just went there for 3 full days, recording every day, all day long, and then came back to the house, cooking and laughing and talking. And it felt like we are really rock stars. It was amazing. And after we recorded, we just went to I went to Israel with the music, and I found a producer. We worked every week, twice a week. We met and we did the editing and the mixing, and then we sent it to the master. And then I released finally my first Floating Moon, my first single is a song about the moon. I really, really connected to the moon, as you can see. I really love the nature, and I feel connected to the moon, hypnotized, and very like it's really guarding me or everyone actually, and it have amazing energy. And I wanted to make a song about the moon, so that's why I did the Floating Moon song. And something about the cultures really connected there. Like, you can hear the Irish music connected to the rock music, and also connected to my other influence, which is like where I grew up in Israel, which is like a little bit of Arabic and Jewish, and something like really influenced me with my culture that I grew up. So all the sounds really connected there, and it's really special and deep. And this is my first release, and soon is going to be the second single is going to be out in the 8th of August. And it's amazing story also about this time that we just met, me and at Sean house, and we've been there. And I told him he was a great storyteller, so I told him, you are very good at storytelling, just let's make up a story that connected between the Irish music and the Irish storytelling and your imagination, and let's make up something. And that's what we did. We were sitting there, and he used his imagination with the storytelling of Ireland and a little bit of my imagination, and that's the story that is going to tell in the first part of the song. And then in the second part of the song, I wanted to mix between our cultures and our languages, and that's what I did. I just put like Irish language, which is Gaelic, and it's really ancient and reminded me a little bit of Hebrew, which is also really ancient. And I'm saying there, Toma Ishak Sanarga, Dawin, Atelesh, Nashioga, Galer Gushel, Ela. And I was really asking there if I'm saying it correctly. And it means like dive into the depth of the sea, find all the fairies there dancing with me, which is really connected to Ireland, that everything there is about fairies and leprechauns and a lot of storytellers. And it's what I wanted to be in the song, a lot of imagination that takes us to another world. And then I'm saying in Hebrew, I'm singing there, רוקדת עד שנעלמת איתם, רואה אותם רוקדים בתוך עשן, which means like I'm dancing until I disappeared and I see them dancing inside the smoke, which is really like tribalish vibes that I feel very connected to, because in Ireland they are still very connected to their roots, very tribalish. And also in Israel, it's the same in a lot of parts in Israel, very ancient. And our language, it's amazing to understand how we sound from outside and how our language sounds from outside. So I wanted to put it in the song. And then I said in English, like, higher, higher with the fire to another world. So I mix between those three languages together, and I put it in the same song, and you can really feel that it's special. I don't know if anybody did it before, but I really wanted to do it. So it's going to be in the second single that is going to be out soon in the 8th of August. And then soon the entire EP is going to be out at the 18th of August.
Yeah, can you tell me more about your debut EP called The Pirate Dance? What's that all about?
Yeah, so the Pirate Dance is like, if you mix between Irish music and rock blues and what happened there, that is really sound very with pirate vibe. It became something like very pirates and circus vibes. And that's why I called it that way, because it feels like it's like a story tale that we made up about a group of musicians or angels, that came from out of space and just came down to earth to give music and make everybody happy. And each song is part of their journey there on earth. And this is why I called it the Pirate Dance. Also, our name is Flamagra, which is like to put out radical creative ideas without explaining it to the public. It's in Latin.
Can you tell me where can my listeners find you on social media?
So we are going to be on all platforms. For now, already we have the first release that is already on Spotify, YouTube, SoundCloud, everywhere. And now in the 8th of August, the second release is going to be out also on all platforms, and the entire EP is going to be out. So you can just Google on Spotify or on YouTube. You can see we just made also an amazing video clips that we filmed in Ireland. And also all the entire album is going to be a big journey for everyone to listen.
Thank you for chatting to me today. I'm going to play your the new single, which is on the 8th of August, called Space Mile, taken from your debut album EP, which should be out on the 18th of August, called The Pirate Dance. So thank you for chatting to me today. Flamagra.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
You too.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye.